Ciao ragazzi, siamo tornati a Incontri, ancora una volta Bigueva ha il piacere di presentarvi personaggi che del cinema e della musica ne hanno fatta ragione di vita. Abbiamo il grande piacere di avere degli amici che arrivano direttamente dagli United Kingdom, dall'Inghilterra, abbiamo musicisti, registi, parleremo di cinema e di un film qui ad Ariano Irpino. Intanto cominciamo a conoscerli e a presentarveli. Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you tonight. We start from you. What's your name?
Leila.
Leila.
Marcus.
Marcus.
Guy.
And
Raffaello.
Raffaello, you can hear Raffaello. Raffaello già si sente che probabilmente parla italiano, quindi quando non capirà qualcosa ci sarà Raffaello. Ok, perché siamo qui stasera? Why we are tonight? Because we have to talk about movie, we have to talk about music, we have to talk about good people. You right?
Yeah, sure. I don't know any good people, but I'll try.
Io non so se sono proprio una brava persona, ma ci provo. Va bene, questa sera ne parliamo di cinema, perché? Perché qui ad Ariano Irpino, grazie ai nostri amici, sta per arrivare un film. You ready to shoot a movie in Ariano Irpino, mister?
Yeah, we're aiming to come back in June and shoot a film called Il Basso with Raffaello and Guy as our actors and Leila and producing and me directing.
Ok, e quindi si partirà proprio a giugno con un film chiamato Il Basso, giusto? Ho detto bene? E Il Basso, si parlerà di questo film e sarà quasi completamente girato ad Ariano Irpino e qualche paese limitrofo come Melito e Rocca San Felice. È un film che parla principalmente di musica. It's a movie we talk about music almost, or about people.
It's a film about a musician who comes to Italy from England and has to do a tour of small venues.
È un film che parla principalmente di un musicista che arriva qui in Italia e da lì poi se ne vedranno delle belle. Why did you choose Ariano Irpino? I'm very curious about it. Come avete scelto Ariano Irpino?
Well, Raffaello's his family is from Ariano, and we kind of had an idea of sort of locations that we would like to shoot at, and kind of started to Google it, and we were like, God, this place looks perfect. It looks beautiful. It's kind of got a mix of old and new. And then we came here, and it's just been even better. We kind of thought for a while that we might shoot some here and some elsewhere, but we found everything we need here, basically.
È stato bello perché in realtà, grazie al nostro gancio Raffaello, che è originario di Ariano Irpino, la famiglia di Ariano Irpino, ha detto perché non provare a fare qualcosa ad Ariano Irpino, visto che si deve girare questo film. Loro sono venuti qui e volevano girare solo qualche scena, ma in realtà poi hanno trovato un paese così bello, fra vecchio e nuovo, fra antico e nuovo, che hanno deciso di girare la maggior parte del film qui. E vogliamo ricordare che Raffaello è nato in Inghilterra, però i suoi genitori sono di Ariano.
Sono di Ariano, ma io sono nato lì, allora per me adesso la prima lingua è inglese. Allora mi scusi se parlo inglese, è meglio per questi genti. But this story really started because of Guy Pratt. And he experienced a certain story in his life, and as you probably know, if you don't already, Google Guy Pratt, who is an extraordinary musician of world-class ability, and currently plays with Pink Floyd and always has. So we had this golden ticket, and through Guy, who approached Marcus approached myself, and we came this far very quickly. It was almost as if it happened yesterday. And so when we've got someone like Guy leading it, we reach this point quickly, and hopefully within the next few months we'll have a good film to deliver, and that's our objective.
È stato bello perché è tutto un caso in realtà, grazie al fatto che Raffaello di Ariano Irpino e i genitori hanno provato a venire qua e poi c'era il cardine portante che io lo metto all'ultimo, you'll be the last, you'll be the last, perché stiamo parlando di un acclaratissimo musicista, un bass player fantastico. Parliamo di Guy Pratt. Grazie a Guy Pratt che è qui, che tra l'altro sarà l'attore leader di questo film. È nato tutto così pian piano e così Raffaello ha detto vabbè, visto che lo dobbiamo fare, lo facciamo, visto che loro si conoscevano già insieme al regista, quindi hanno coinvolto Guy e da lì è nato il tutto. Così il film sarà sarà girato interamente ad Ariano Irpino. Detto questo, arriviamo a Ladies and Gentlemen, the Legend. Wow. Arriviamo a Guy Pratt. Guy. Allora, quando si parla di Guy Pratt, si parla di un personaggio che della musica ne ha fatta ragione di vita. Guy Pratt ha suonato con tutti i grandi, che ne so, ve ne voglio dire qualcuno, Roxy Music, Brian Ferry. Ha suonato anche con Paolo e Chiara, Italian singer too. You played with Paolo e Chiara or something?
Oh, I think I did, yeah.
You did a song from them. E poi, chiaramente,
I went for a few Italian acts, actually. I couldn't-
con più di qualche italiano, fra un po' lo sapremo. Ma prima di ogni altra cosa, Guy è musicista. Udite bene. Dovete dei Pink Floyd, ragazzi. We do play with the Pink Floyd. I hate you about that, you know. Listen, bass player, why? Why you are a bass player?
Because my parents wouldn't get me an electric guitar. They said that I wanted an electric guitar, and they said, well, we'll get you an acoustic guitar. And I thought, sod that. So I thought if I asked for a bass guitar, they wouldn't really know what it was.
It's true.
That's true.
Dice, perché mi volevano regalare una chitarra elettrica, ma non ci credo, e da quello è nato tutto. Senti,
Kids, don't make my mistake or you'll end up a bass player.
non fate il mio stesso errore, diceva l'amico Guy. Allora, detto questo, you're a musician, you know, you are an actor, you are a stand-up man. Lui è un comedian, è di una comicità incredibile. I thought always the bass player are as always sad. It's not true. Io ho detto che i suonatori di basso sono sempre tristi. It's not true.
No, they're not sad, but the musicians, not sad, but I know what you mean, but no, bass players are basically the most generous of all musicians because their job is to make everyone else's job work. So, you know, so we're the loveliest of people. And it's no stranger to it around here because, in fact, you know, one of the greatest bass players of all time, Pino Palladino, his family comes from Campobasso, just down the road here. The world has become very, very small. But, yeah, people get it wrong with bass players. I mean, the bass players are kind of seen as the boring ones. But you've got to remember, my kind of salad days, my sort of the peak of my success was when I was a young man in the 1980s. And in the 1980s, bass was actually the sexy instrument to play. It was the show-off instrument. Everyone was slapping and was doing solos. And it was, you know, you had Mark King and it was kind of bass. So the period when I kind of was playing bass at my peak was when bass had kind of replaced lead guitar. So we were the guitarists of the 80s.
In realtà lui diceva che il basso poi o il bassista non ha questa il basso non è questa tristezza di fondo, non c'è, e poi tra l'altro il bassista era uno che era sexy, suonare il basso è diventato sexy nel tempo, poi il periodo lui è sexy. You are sexy. E allora da questo poi è nato il discorso del basso, ma seriamente insomma è un grandissimo bass player. Io ho qui un foglietto, io vorrei leggervi un po' di cose perché voi non immaginate. I gotta read something because my memory is going away. I'm an old guy, you know. Lui ha suonato intanto io leggo Pink Floyd l'avete capito, tra l'altro a Venezia io c'ero a Venice quando lui suonava, poi ne parleremo. Madonna, Robbie Robertson, Michael Jackson, Paolo e Chiara, Mr. Brian Ferry, Rocca Music. You were there in 1989 when you played in Venice.
Yeah.
Was unbelievable.
That was unbelievable. We played on a North Sea oil rig that was sunk down to sea level, and it sailed into the lagoon in Venice, flying the Jolly Roger, and yeah, that was the most incredible. It was probably the most incredible show I've ever done. The Palace of Versailles.
È stato fantastico suonare lì e ascoltarlo, listen to your music, guys, is something priceless, senza prezzo. Detto questo, cos'altro possiamo dire? You are a writer too.
Yeah, I wrote a book.
You write the book. I don't remember the name of the book, but is
My Bass and Other Animals. animals.
My base and other animals. What does it mean?
There's a famous book that all English children read called My Family and Other Animals by a guy called Gerald Durrell, and it was a joke on that.
È stata un'ironia presa da un detto dei bambini. What is talking about your book?
Well, it's basically it was all the funny bits of my life with famous people in it.
Quindi le cose famose che gli sono accadute con i personaggi importanti.
Ci siamo a questo punto.
Saranno sicuramente in un altro.
I'm based on other idiots, I think it'll be.
So,
Based in Ariano.
my base Ariano. How you mix the comedian and the bass player? There is something you can.
All musicians are funny, right? All musicians are funny except for singers, which is why musicians have to be funny to deal with the singers. And so all musicians have funny stories. Everyone has great stories about their time on tour, their time recording. And all I do with my comedy show is I do what any musician does when they're in a bar or in a pub or at dinner.
Lui intanto dice una cosa bella, tutti i musicisti sono divertenti, sono persone. E io non faccio altro che raccontare le storie che si possono raccontare nei bar, e da quello è venuto un grande successo. Ok, let's go back to the movie. How's the name of the character, the actor? I mean
Tim Barry.
Tim Barry. Tim Barry. You will be Tim Barry.
Tim Barry, who is the 35th top-ranked bass player in the world. He was 36th, but someone died. And,
Il 35esimo bass player migliore del mondo, perché il 36esimo purtroppo era morto. You start from this.
yeah, it's actually based on something that sort of happened to me. This is a much funnier. It's not where I came to southern Italy and I did a tour of clinics, which is where music schools and shops, and I did it for this company who the people I actually work with were using them in the film Ashdown, who make my amplifiers. And I came for a week, and it was kind of a disaster. I mean, it sort of worked. The food was certainly very good, but it was. And I was here on holiday last summer, not in Ariano. I was over on the East Coast, and I suddenly remembered do this tour of clinics. And I suddenly thought that could be a really funny film.
In realtà lui in questo film racconterà quello che gli è accaduto, è un po' autobiographic, something happens to you, qualcosa che è accaduto nei suoi stage che ha fatto in giro per l'Italia, e da lì gli è venuta questa grande idea, che poi ha proposto ai suoi amici, di perché non farne un film, e sarà molto molto divertente. Allora, we talk with the director. What do you expect from this movie?
I think it's a comedy. It's a comedy road movie with these great characters in it. And because I know Guy and I know Raf, and having watched them even the last couple of days, there's something good to watch between them. And it's taking those people on a journey around this region.
In realtà è una storia, è una vera e propria commedia, che è una storia di crescendo, che fa vedere lui giorno per giorno, vedendo le loro reazioni, fa crescere questo film e lo fa diventare una cosa molto molto divertente. So you will shout in Ariano Irpino and Rocca San Felice.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, what happened was with the story that Guy and me wrote and the screenplay, we imagined these scenarios, and then we've come here and confirmed that they exist. And so it's really simply putting those scenes in those places and trying to keep it as easy as possible, which is the great feeling, isn't it? Like we're sitting here now talking to you about it, and it's just flowing like a river, which is great.
Ok, dice, in realtà vedere questa sonoria che cresce, questo volta per volta nei posti che si andrà a vedere, si andrà a visitare, si creeranno queste storie e ne verrà fuori una storia molto 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 bella. The other things I want to tell you, you chose this place in few days, very very quick.
Yeah, I mean, because of the internet is helpful now, isn't it? We found, didn't we? You look at the internet and you say, I'd like to find like a square like you got here, you see there, and you can look at it and you check it out and you go, yeah, that works. And our style working together is to be quite quick to make decisions. And we've still got a bit of a way to go, but what's a good feeling is we found maybe 20 locations and easy, and we've had support from people we've met. So I'm not going to knock it if it's like that, you know. And it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the film, the thing is, sorry, but in the film, the idea is you're meant to think that you're going to quite a lot of different places, but I've just given it away, haven't I? It's actually all, pretty much all going to be here.
In realtà è stato bello perché è cominciato tutto dalla rete, da internet, hanno cominciato a vedere queste cose, poi hanno visto che tra l'altro poi c'era un rapporto umano importante, i posti erano belli e perché non farli qua, perché non farli in un posto che tra l'altro dalla piazza, you shot in some place in Ariano, I don't remember where, but you see the square, somewhere else where is a...
Yeah, we have to be careful what we talk about too quickly without speaking to the right people because this has been so fast that I don't want people to go, we're filming there already because we need to speak. But there's been meetings and so far, and we've spoken.
Yeah, the film commission.
È importante parlare intanto con la commissione del film, poi bisogna parlare con i responsabili, con il comune, con gli enti per vedere dove, però insomma most of the movie will be shot in Ariano.
Yeah, in and around.
And around Ariano, probably in Melito too, probably, we can say.
Various roads and restaurants and all sorts of places that remain to be seen in 2017 at the movies. Alla cinema si vede tutti questi.
Allora ragazzi, sono tanti posti che potete vedere in questo film che you start in June. You start in June, the beginning of June. Probably with all of you, you know that. Yeah, I will be your shadow, man. All right.
There's a part for you.
Yeah, the bad guy, always the bad guy.
And also, what I would say is there'll be great music. There'll be great music, and it feels to me like a bit like you're planning a wedding, and we've got the bride and the groom, and we're going to go ahead and do the wedding, and we know there'll be a really good wedding. That's the feeling, is that there's a lot to happen yet, but we know that there'll be great music. So great comedy, great music.
Sicuramente sarà, come succede nei matrimoni, un grande film con grande musica e grande intrattenimento. What else we can say about the movie we haven't seen?
Well, I mean, it's not only in English, it's also, Riccardo character speaks in Italian a lot as well. And we want to kind of put enough in there that we kind of think that it would be really appealing to Italian audiences and kind of worldwide as well. So not just, it's not just an English movie. We don't just sort of want to come and leave. We want it to feel kind of like an experience.
Have to be a movie for all the people around the world. I mean.
Absolutely.
I'm the only English person in it.
Anche forse per gli inglesi. Your character, you will be in the movie?
I'm a local boy, uno locale che prendi a Tim Barry, lo porto in giro a far vedere Italia in questi posti dove lui può lavorare.
You will be always with him.
Sempre io e lui. E
Um,
anche voglio dire che Guy ha già fatto la musica per questo film, è vero?
it's ready the music.
I'm doing well. No, I've written the theme music for it, and then also because this guy Tim Barry, he's fictional, and so I've had to make up the music for his career. So there's a lot of original music. There's gonna be a lot of songs you've never heard before.
Lots of autobiography of this movie.
It's slightly autobiographical. It's like a parallel universe. Yeah, there's a lot of parallels. It's a
Intanto diceva lui seguirà passo dopo passo perché lui sarà il personaggio del posto che mostrerà a Tim Barry, il nostro amico Guy, i posti dove andare, dove visitare tutto il resto. Italiano. Ah, benissimo. Quindi sarà molto divertente, very funny, will be very, very funny. I know a guy talk very good Italian too, I know already, yeah. Vedi. Cosa... Lunch time, ok, a che ora si mangia? What else we can say about... L'addizionale is il conto. Addizione. Spanish. Cos'altro possiamo dire di what else we can say about the movie? Franco, give me an answer question.
If I can say, it's a very original piece in the way that a British guy meets an Italian and their worlds clash for such a short period of time that they learn so much from each other without even knowing it, in a way.
But it's very old-fashioned. It's very warm, and it's very funny and engaging, and everyone is lovable in their own way. And there's and it's very clean language-wise and everything. And it's for everyone.
È bello perché diceva appunto il nostro amico che in realtà in un pochissimo tempo cosa si organizzerà fra una persona che parla poco italiano in un certo modo e un personaggio totalmente inglese. Ci sarà questa comunanza di idee che è un po' old fashion il film, però è molto pulito, molto clean, very, very, come si dice appetibile? Quando gustoso.
Lots of substance.
Lots of substance. In this movie, we talk about, I don't know, love, there is love around.
I love Dimbari. I love Dimbari, yeah.
There is a love interest.
Yeah. There is few tears around, no?
No, you laugh.
I want to know.
Can't make an Italian film without a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Dobbiamo metterci una bella donna e poi dobbiamo, we gotta see the movie. Voi dovete vedere. What's the title of the movie?
Il Basso.
Il Basso, that's it. Il Basso.
Il Basso.
You say.
Il Basso.
You can say Il Basso. All right. So, okay. It's been a great pleasure to stay with you. I can't wait for this movie. Non posso aspettare quando cominciare questo movie e probably will be we follow you around when you shoot the movie. Quando loro presenteranno questo film, li seguiremo nei backstage, nelle cose simpatiche che accadranno. Mr. Shepard, is it your name? Mark Shepard. Why all the people have to see this movie? Why?
I think because Italy loves comedies and we love comedies, and sometimes you could film in England and maybe it's not as beautiful as coming to Italy. So for us, it'll be a beautiful comedy.
Quindi perché è una commedia, gli italiani amano le commedie, dovete vedere la commedia, anche se in un modo fatto in inglese sarà molto bello. The same question for you.
I think, I mean, it's something that's really heartwarming. It's something that's quite different, and I think there's enough in there that's sort of from slapstick comedy to kind of hilarious rolling gags. There's so much in there for people that I think,
It's a comedy full of everything, a little bit of everything. È bella proprio la storia, e chiaramente loro saranno dei bravissimi attori. The same question for you.
Okay. The question is why? A lovely, watchable film of character, a character journey, and to see, a musician like Guy taking on one of his first lead character roles in a movie, and something that's really going to grab people for yes.
È un film che sicuramente dovete vedere perché è bellissimo, vi attrarrà, e poi vedremo in un ruolo leader Mr. Guy Pratt. Guy, why you have to see this movie? Because of you, and that's it.
No, but my reason for us doing this are actually entirely selfish, is because this is exactly the sort of film that I would like to see.
Ah, bellissimo, perché dovete vedere questo film, perché è il film che vorrei vedere. Allora, Il Basso, prossimamente, lo vedremo tutti insieme. Thanks a lot to all of you. I can wait for June. A giugno si comincia a girare questo fantastico film e noi parleremo ancora. We talk again with you. I will be your shadow. Sarò la vostra ombra, io sarò con voi e chiaramente con questo leggendario personaggio che è Guy Pratt. Thanks a lot.
My pleasure.
Grazie a tutti, grazie.
Thank you, Ariano. Thank you.